everyone, welcome to Vlogmas day 16, and I've just realised my light is really in a bad place because it's going to reflect on my glasses. Well, we'll work with it anyway. Now my phone's going off. Try and film a video. Wow. It is Vlogmas day 16, and today I thought I would bring you what I'm calling my Christmas budget, but this year I didn't actually set a budget as if to say I must spend under this amount. My sister did, and she got to the end of her Christmas shopping extravaganza and still had £100 left over, so she did very well. I didn't set a budget because I think I can trust myself by this point to be sensible with my purchases and how much I spend. I'm hoping this doesn't come across that I'm really ungenerous, because I do love buying gifts for people, and at Christmas I generally spend the most money on my parents just because they are so good to me. They're always helpful, they always look out for me, they always keep me positive, and I just like to take the opportunity to get them something nice that I know they really want as a sort of thank you and to show my appreciation. But I don't feel like I spend a lot on individual people, and well, we'll see. You can let me know down in the comments whether you think my numbers are reasonable or if I'm coming across as being a little bit stingy. But the way I do it is I have a rough idea of how much I want to spend on each person in my head. So I didn't go, this will be my total budget. I sort of go, these are the people I'm buying for, and my circle is very small, and I buy within the cost ideas I've got in my head. If it's like a tiny bit over, a tiny bit under, I don't worry. That's fine, but I thought I'd give you my figures that I work to. So each of my parents I generally spend about £50 on. So before I get started, that's £100 that is accounted for. And I usually find I can get them something quite nice, and it's usually something they've asked for, something that they want but wouldn't buy for themselves. I then have my sister, her fiance, my niece, 2 grandparents, and my best friend, so that's 6 people who I've spent roughly about £30 each on. So those collectively, that is about £180. I then have aunties, uncles and cousins, not all of my aunties, uncles and cousins, but a select few where we've always done the exchange, like the typical box of biscuits, tin of chocolates, something like that. And I have 5 of those which I buy for in a very similar thing. So I've just put £5 each for those. And so that would be £25. Honestly, that's the sort of thing that I wouldn't mind if we all just said, you know, we'll stop. Like, we're not that bothered. I get so much in the way of biscuits and chocolates and stuff at Christmas. It's like they're buying a box of biscuits, I'm buying a box of biscuits, and we're just going to swap. Like, I honestly wouldn't mind if we said, you know, let's just do cards. But, you know, it's a nice gesture, so why not? It's only £25, and that's 5 sets of aunties, uncles and cousins, so I can live with that. I've then got my neighbour. This is the first year I'm buying something for my neighbour, and I've put like a little gift bag together for them, and that was £15, and that's just because since I've been living on my own, they have been amazing. Like, if he's out on the front cutting his grass and he knows I'm at work and he works from home, he will like just come and cut my front lawn for me, or he trims all my hedges on the front when he's doing his, like, he's so helpful. He always brings my bins back when my bins have been emptied, and I've even like asked him for his advice about going abroad because he goes abroad for work a lot, and just sort of getting recommendations from him. He even like sent me a whole itinerary of things he thought I could do when I was planning a trip to Switzerland, where I didn't end up going, so I felt really bad because he spent all this time on it and I didn't end up booking it. And he's just been really helpful, and I don't feel like I've really got anything to contribute back to him because he's so sort of self-sufficient. You know, he's a family man, he's got a wife, they've got 3 kids, he's always doing something, and then he, on top of that, he helps me out as well. And I always say, you know, if there's anything I can do for you, you know, like when they were away, I put their bins out and brought them back. But other than that, it's just sort of like, I feel a bit useless. So I really wanted to get them something just to say thank you. And for cards and sort of wrapping supplies, I have spent approximately £10 this year. I bought a couple of gift bags and a couple of packs of cards, and that was it, because I already had so much stuff left over from previous years that I didn't need to buy anything. It does mean the wrapping this year is a little bit slapdash. Like, it's not the most glamorous because it's definitely really obvious that it's like finishing bits off, but I'm kind of okay with it. If next year I need to start afresh and have sort of nicer looking presents, then fine. People are just gonna have to make their peace with it this year. And then I've estimated, I've got a few little bits for food already, but obviously a lot of it's fresh, and so you're not gonna be able to get it this far ahead of Christmas. I'll leave it till like a day or two before. I've estimated that I will spend £75. So altogether, all of those things would total up approximately £405 spent on Christmas, which, when I think about it, I think I am one person doing this on a single income, living alone. That's probably, you know, okay. It's not too much, it's not too little. You've also got to think about the added extras as well that I've not accounted for in here because it's quite hard to measure. That's things like fuel, additionally for like going to drop off presents with friends and relatives and meeting up with people, so driving to go meet them or maybe driving to go out for dinner, and then on top of that paying to go out for dinner. I went to my work's, sort of my team's Christmas meal. I didn't go to the big whole staff party, but I went to my work's just sort of meal, so there was that to pay for as well. Even silly little things like extra electricity for having the Christmas lights on. Now, I don't think LED lights use that much electricity, so I don't think we have to worry, but there's things like that obviously that I can't easily account for, but just to sort of be aware of that I've got money set aside that I know I can enjoy the festive period. So that is everything on my, if you like, Christmas budget. It wasn't a whole number budget, it was just sort of like a spending area budget, and I think all in all it has been quite reasonable. But let me know what you think. Feel free to sort of compare, let me know yours so we can sort of see where we're at. I hope you're having a fabulous weekend, and I will see you again tomorrow. Until then, take care. Bye.